This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, November 12th. I'm here with Lindsay, Al, and I'm Tori. Brandon has the day off. Nice little group here.
I like our outfits together.
Everyone's looking good today.
I don't have my Apple Watch on. I'm not getting credit for the calories I'm burning.
All right, well, you can add it later.
You can't.
All right, a contestant got his final Jeopardy question wrong last night, but ended up, have you seen this? Winning the night in our hearts. Take a look.
Let's take a look at your response. Did you come up with the right one? No? What is we love you? That's very kind of you. Thank you. Cost you $19.95. You're left.
It cost him nothing, but it made our days because I think he represents all of us that really do care about Alex. I know I'm getting weepy, but I think he represents everyone you know who has cancer in a way. You know what I mean?
Right, and to use it like that. And I also have been following this and seeing how he's dealing with, the possibility of passing, and he has this calmness to him. So to see him cry a little bit was refreshing to see that he broke. Because he did say in the past, he lived a full life, and no one's ever going to say, "Oh, I was gone too soon," because he's so happy about the life.
There's a generation of men. Now I'm not being sexist, but just men like this. And there's two YouTube videos that get me every time. One, soldiers coming home surprising their kids. I won't. And the second video is when an older guy that kind of ran a junkyard or something, somebody will fix up a car and give it to him, a car they knew. I can't do it. And it's kind of like a guy that was humble and lived his life like that and never wanted to be acknowledged, realizing the impact that he made. And I think that's the moment you saw with Alex right there, and that's why it gets everybody, because it's so genuine. See a real moment on TV is very hard nowadays.
It is, especially
except this show, because we're live every day.
We are. Hair flip. Okay. Donald Trump Jr. got more than he bargained for. The president's son and his girlfriend, Kimberly Guilfoyle. I always say they're on Guilfoyle, excuse me. Guilfoyle.
Sounds like a Harry Potter house. I
know, I feel like it's Hogwarts. Okay, Guilfoyle. They both got booed off stage at UCLA while talking about his new book. But get this, it was not a group of liberals. Instead, this is important, a far-right group was upset that the two canceled the Q&A, and Kimberly had some strong words for the hecklers.
No, it's because you're not making your parents proud by being rude and disruptive and discourteous. We are happy to answer a question. Respect the people around you so that they can hear. You don't play by the same rules. Let me tell you something. I bet you engage and go on online dating because you're impressing no one here to get a date in person.
What is happening? So what's interesting to me is he's being disliked by the left and the right. And now here's some context. There's a white nationalist at the center of all this called Nick Fuentes, and he is a white supremacist, okay? And he is starting this farther right movement. So now the right is
also, congrats to the far right to having such a diverse, their diversity department's we need to reach out to more people of color. Yeah, I know it's going to be a problem.
It's very beige audience. But this guy is disrupting the Trumps now because he wants the right to go even further and into anti-Semitism and racism. So now they have trouble if they have to say, yes, we want this base. You have to condone bigotry.
No, I think that he walked off the stage in 20 minutes after this. He's supposed to be there for 2 hours because they were heckling him so much.
Talk
he left
about
early. Right, and his book is number 3 on Amazon. Number 3 out of all the books on Amazon. So I don't think that he's worried about a couple of people who are just...
A couple of people? That looked really bad.
I know, but now he went on The View and got all his publicity. Now, again,
Lindsay,
we're talking about this once again.
But this doesn't look good for you.
You guys look at this as politics. I look at, when I was a middle school teacher and we'd have all the kids in for some kind of in the cafeteria and they'd be doing that. There'd always be one teacher, excuse me, Tori, I know your mom, sit down. Al, you need to, everybody. Now listen now. Okay, there's going to be no kickball. I warned you. That's it.
Yeah.
I guarantee his book will be number 1 on Amazon by the end of the week.
But you've got to
keep on talking about it.
The Trumps care about reputation. That doesn't look good that your base is booing you. That's who you cared about.
I don't know.
We'll talk about it. Please write us in, people. 2 notorious names are teaming up. Amanda Knox and Lorena Bobbitt.
I thought one of them was going to be B.I.G.
Nope, it's not. They are friends. The two bonded at a recent true crime festival where they are headlining. Here's what Amanda Knox said about it. Quote, "You don't see shamed and vilified women coming forward, supporting each other, reclaiming narratives, and calling into account all those forces that are turning us into characters that are morality plays and exploiting our trauma for the sake of profit and entertainment." What do you think of their friendship, Al?
That last statement was weird. Saying
Really?
that she was at a convention for exploiting people's murders. But no, I guess there's always a small group of people that can really identify with you. And I think that's kind of, we almost saw it with Ellen DeGeneres and George Bush. Everybody's like, how are they hanging out? Because they're part of the 1% of the 1%. And I wonder if this is it. Who else can understand the public scrutiny, the social pariah, other than Amanda Knox?
And the forced narrative, right, that you've never been able to tell. I feel like Monica Lewinsky would honestly fit well into this group because it's people that have been, their narrative has been told and they don't have a right to say it. What did you think?
I think that we all expected them to like crawl under a rock based on how public both of them were in the public eye for the weird reasons, right? And they're coming together like owning their narrative, like you said. So as much as we're looking at this, like how are they friends? It's still like they're not going to just go down.
Do you think like Amanda Knox could lead a normal life if she kind of changed her hair color and just moved away?
Yeah, I think in a couple of years we could have gotten over it. But she has a true crime series now. She's kind of like basking in it.
That's what I'm saying. It just seems like she could have.
So to play victim and also do that is.
I think you're owning your narrative, and I think she's making money off of it. Guess what? She was thrown in a jail illegally for a bunch of years and treated terribly. So good for her.
All right.
Don't knock her.
That wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
I wanted to hate it, and I couldn't hate it.
It was a 7 out of 10.
Okay, thank you. All right. Have you ever had a meal ruined by misbehaving kids? Let's just get a clap if you have. Okay. Well, one Arby's in Minnesota is taking a stand, posting this sign on its door reading, "Only well-behaved children who can keep their food on their trays and their bottoms on their seats are welcome. If you can't do this, you'll be asked to leave." Is this appropriate at an Arby's?
The part that bothers me is the Arby's,
right,
but this rule is very appropriate. Kids are always running amok.
You were a kid
I'm
once,
sorry,
and I know you were a running kid too. You look like a running around Arby's kid, didn't you?
Yeah, you're an Arby's kid running around.
I was trying to look around for an Arby's that has a play place in it. They don't really like the same way McDonald's and
Kids
Chick-fil-A
don't want to go to
does.
Arby's. It's for truckers.
So that's what I mean. They don't want to see kids running around. I understand.
There's no kids in. What kid is just driving like, I would like a hot meat sandwich right now. Arby's is worst case. It's the strangest chain.
I know, but also it's not like La Traviata Casa, some fancy tavern. It's Arby's. That's where kids run around, right?
That's where truck drivers run around. They don't want to be disturbed by kids.
Really? I think this is way harsh. We want to know what you think.
I guess we can forget Arby's as a sponsor.
Yeah, well, bye, Arby's.
I like your curly fries.
I was on your side, Arby's.
We do like your curly fries. Hey, Al. Yes?
Yes.
Is it a crime to be naked in your own hotel room?
Absolutely not.
Okay, well, this United
First
Airlines...
Amendment right in my book.
This United Airlines pilot was arrested in March inside his West End hotel room after airport employees reportedly saw him fondling himself.
It's like the minibar was cleaned out, too.
Oh, yes. The pilot claimed he had no idea he could be seen from the outside of his 10th floor room, and now the city is actually paying him a $300,000 wrongful arrest settlement.
Oh, my God. He didn't know how glass worked? Come on.
No, dude, you think it's dark.
Usually those hotels have tinted glass.
Yeah.
Come on now. No one expects you to look up and see somebody naked. And also, he said he was on a business call.
You don't see naked people in hotel rooms?
I don't look through people's windows.
Have you looked out of the window in any hotel room?
No, but it's right.
You've lived in quite a few cities.
No, I've been out there where you're just kind of changing, and you don't expect A, to be seen or to be sued.
No, he was strolling around his room on a business call. You guys never talked on the phone and like kind of just
That's the whole
walking
point
around
of having
freely.
a hotel room is to be on the phone naked.
Right.
That's the entire point.
What's the point?
He shouldn't be. Well, he won the case, so we're not arguing.
Do you think 300,000? First of all, in Denver, which we are airing right now, it is not illegal to be naked. So you all know.
We should put that on a t-shirt.
The more you know. No, but honestly, what do you think about 300,000? Is that too much?
I think that's a little. I feel like we're throwing around crazy amounts of money, and yet we can't. Like anytime we're like, can we get free lunch for poor kids? Oh, there's no money.
Yeah.
But this, Mr. I'm gonna stop right there. Naked man. He gets 300,000. We can't get that to a local school.
He had to take time off work. You don't know how much that man makes every day.
Time off work.
Interesting. Well, someone wrote, my grandsons love Arby's, says Doris Shoemaker.
Everybody loves Arby's when you're in a random town right off the exit of the highway.
I've never eaten it at Arby's.
I've actually
There's
never
a
had
reason
it either.
for that.
And then XOOX.
But I'm just
says,
saying.
When was the last time you had Arby's?
I never had it in my life.
All right, we're doing a new segment.
Yeah, we are.
Producers, listen up. Yes.
Are we or Arby's? And Lindsay also says this. XOOX says Lindsay looks like she was a bad kind of kid. Maybe you were.
Yeah.
I was a bad kid. I told you a story.
No,
That
mischievous,
Tori was
not
like,
bad.
"What's wrong with you?"
You look mischievous.
I used to just like go in the car store and like slice the cards. And one time I got caught on tape and they told my mom and she played back the video of me ripping up all the Hallmark cards for no reason.
The only question is, does that video still exist?
I
We
know.
need it.
Somebody's gonna bring it up.
I would pay $300,000 for that video.
I can't explain it. I have no idea. This is being
We'll
bad.
get Naked Man to pay for it.
All right, that sounds good. DBL is live, and coming up, outspoken sportscaster Dale Hansen is back and gives us his DBL take on healthcare. Now, it's a touchy subject that has us asking, is it a basic human right or a commodity? And you, the viewer, are our fifth host. A dad called the cops on his daughter for doing drugs. Did he go too far, or is he the responsible parent? Your fiery comments, they are coming up next.
This November, escape the winter with a luxury included Caribbean vacation to Sandals Resorts. Watch Daily Blast Live every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for two. The winner will be announced on DBL November 26th. Stop dreaming and start entering for your chance to win the trip of a lifetime. This November, DBL is better than ever.
We're gonna go with that.
Don't miss a minute of Daily Blast Live.
Hi, DBL Nation. It's Kelly Schubert here with the DBL Digital team. Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining us today. We've got a lot to talk about. Let's head to the desk and continue the conversation. Hey, guys. So we kind of skipped over the fact that the charge was that he was, excuse my language, fondling himself in front of the window.
And I'll say
There
this.
is a difference,
okay,
right?
let me tell you this, though. You still have a reasonable expectation of privacy in your own
I agree.
hotel room to do whatever it is you
I
want
agree.
if it's not illegal. Now, fondling yourself, last time I checked, wasn't illegal.
No.
So the gentleman felt that he was doing that to himself. That should have no bearing on the case at all.
he thought
Overruled, case dismissed.
He thought he was in private.
Yeah, you're in a hotel room.
Yeah, like in Vegas.
But that's what the curtains.
That's the question. Or did, yeah.
Some of those
Did he
windows
know
are
if
really
you
black
have
on
he
the
liked it?
inside
Okay, here's the thing.
Exhibitionist.
Here's the thing, guys.
What proof
This
is
is
that?
the Westin Hotel. When you drive up to the airport to get dropped off, you can definitely see inside those hotels. You can see the lamps. Because I like when they decorate
The
hotels.
lamps?
I've never stayed there. No, listen, like when the lamp's on, you can see the whole room.
It's almost like a police line.
So I wonder
when
if
it's
he
dark
knew.
outside,
If he's a
the light
pilot
inside.
and he's stayed
Guys,
there
there's
before,
no proof
like,
that he's a
did he know?
voyeur. If there's things in his
you're right.
past.
No,
I'm just trying to look at both sides here.
exhibitionist is the person I like to be looked
He got
at.
Oh, I meant exhibitionist, excuse me.
He got
Excuse me.
paid, so obviously they agreed with the fact that he didn't know.
I do want to say this. Kimberly Matusek, you made us all laugh. She goes, I bet that the teen who licked the ice cream and put it back started off by ripping Hallmark cards. Like, oh, no.
That's
I might be going down the wrong path in life.
the FBI calls that a pattern of behavior.
How old were you?
Psychopath. Be 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were young.
Do you know what I
didn't
do?
what you were
does that?
doing.
No, I did something worse.
Did you even know what you were doing?
I think some.
Yeah, I was hiding from my mom like this.
You just thought you were ripping
The problem is, we had a minute and a half left, and they were like stretched, and we did, so I just read comments.
It's all good.
Okay,
I like
but
when you read comments.
Me
Yeah,
too,
me too.
but we had a minute and a half of nothing. So maybe if we stuck another story.
Okay, cool.
Sure, I don't know.
All right.
Behind the scenes stuff, guys.
Also, I wanted to say that
I liked it.
Oh, XOOX has a question for Lindsay. It says, Lindsay, did you or will you read Trump Jr.'s book?
I would read it,
I
yeah.
feel like you'd read it, definitely.
but talk about who's triggered, huh? Welcome back to DBL. It's time for fifth host. So a dad busted his 16-year-old daughter with drugs, and what he did next, well, it has us talking. So she was caught smoking pot several times, and they did try to have her stop. But once her dad discovered an aquarium in her closet filled with magic mushrooms, he called the cops. Her mom is furious, and the dad is wondering, ooh, if he did the right thing.
He didn't.
So, DBL Nation, was the dad tripping? Oh, God.
Tripping.
It's a good one.
Okay. Misty from Facebook says, the dad overreacted in this case, but if it got violent, then yes, call the cops. Got violent with a daughter that's 16 and a dad, no. Has anybody seen the movie Blow?
Yes.
Yes.
I thought it was ridiculous when the mom called the cops on her son. Like, just handle it differently as your family. Look out for them. I just think that's foul. And she's 16. She wasn't going to do anything. Take the mushrooms out of the room.
Traumatizing your child. I agree.
So you strongly disagree with calling the cops?
Come on, because you're going to pay for all those legal fees. You're the parent.
Yeah.
All right. Paul from Facebook says, if you're going to pay to get them out of jail, then go for it. Paul, I would just say this, man. Look, some things have to, when I was a middle school teacher, I would never tell my kids, go to the principal's office. You know why? Because I handle things in the house. These are your kids, and unless you feel like you need an addiction specialist, that's when you call a professional. I don't know if calling the police is going to do anything but scare her and then make your daughter distrustful of anything else that you do going forward. So unless you feel like it's a situation you can't handle, and if you can't handle your 16-year-old smoking a joint, I mean, that's part of being a parent. It's unfortunate. That's part of it.
So here's the deal. She smoked pot, and they said stop. She wouldn't stop. They did drug test her, and finally he found an entire thing of mushrooms in the closet, and they felt out of control. Now, I want to read this and get to my point, but I wanted to give some context to it. Anna from Facebook says, deal with it within your family. Don't have the law all up in your business. Anna, great, eloquently said, and I completely agree. Once the cops get involved, it's on the record, and as someone who grew up with like lawyers all around them, it'll stay that way forever. This girl's going to have to deal with that forever. I also think the family needs to look and maybe talk with, why is she smoking pot? Is she trying to self-medicate? What's going on here? That would have helped more than calling the police, in my opinion.
Yeah, if she's smoking pot, maybe she has anxiety.
Maybe she's some depression or anxiety, exactly, or she's in pain.
By the police showing up.
Right. Mary from Facebook says, if I thought my child was dangerous to others, I would call the cops. Otherwise, I would fiercely protect my family. And that's kind of, I guess, what's the line? I don't want to know. You explained a little bit more about what she was doing, but I mean, there has to be somewhere else. Get her in therapy first. Maybe start with that. I don't know. Calling the cops just really makes it a mess.
I agree. All right, really quickly, Dan from Facebook says you're supposed to protect your kids. From Twitter, excuse me. From Twitter says you're supposed to protect your kids, not ruin their future. And Dan, I think that's what we're all saying here. And you look at this panel, you look at kind of the way the viewers are responding, the things we're getting. If this dad had just asked three or four of his friends, like, what would you do? I doubt 3 of his buddies in the garage would be like, call the cops, man. You know, it's just like, ask around, see if this is the best advice,
well, you know what,
some information, but this is the way to do it.
What he's doing now is the dad actually asked, did I do the wrong thing on Reddit? And everybody's saying, you did.
If you have to ask that, you're having second thoughts.
Exactly.
So wait for calling the police.
Let us know what you guys think as well. Lamar Odom is sharing some good news. Raquel, what's going on?
Well, Tori, Lamar Odom proposed to his girlfriend last night. And we have the pictures. The former NBA star popped the question to life coach Sabrina Parr at a restaurant in Miami. The couple has only been together for 3 months, but he's ready to make it official by captioning the photo, "She's the one." And Sabrina is showing off the massive diamond ring in her own post captioned, "I said yes." Lamar is no stranger to quick engagements. He married ex-Khloe Kardashian after a month of dating.
Wow. Don't you think he would take it a little bit slower, Raquel, after he married somebody after a month?
3 weeks versus 3 months. I think he is taking it slower.
Okay, my bad. It's all perspective.
Why was he dressed like the RZA?
What's that?
Why was he dressed like the RZA?
Can we see that again? Oh, yeah, he kind of did. Let's see that picture.
He's the producer from the Wu-Tang.
Oh, my God.
Isn't he dressed just like him?
I think he looks darling.
Oh, my God.
It looks
What
like Gucci.
restaurant are they at? It doesn't look like that matches.
Well, all right. Let us know. I say mazel
Too
tov.
dressed for the occasion.
Coming up on DBL, healthcare is a hot button issue this election season, and it's got people fired up, including Dallas sportscaster and our favorite Dale Hansen. He's known for his viral opinions, and he's weighing in on the debate. Stay tuned.
I think it's 17 or something like that.
Are we getting to talk?
Okay, that's great to know.
I know this from personal. Often, like, it's
parents will do that to their kids to try to
Scare them in a way.
Scare
Okay,
them
that's good to
straight
know.
Sort of idea.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
So we're just
knowing
talking more.
full well that it's not like going to ruin her future forever or anything like
But
that.
will it ruin her future with her dad?
Well, that may be.
Yeah.
But
So we're just talking about if you are a minor, it doesn't always stay with you. It doesn't. You can have it. It gets expunged at a certain point. So that's important to know because a lot of what Chris is saying is people are doing it to scare their children, and these parents felt. They are obviously very strict about drugs. They were drug testing their own child at some point. But will it ruin the future with her father? Like the trust that she had ever built, I would never trust him again.
And look,
they
and
obviously can't trust her.
And again, we're talking about nuance here. There is, obviously drugs are drugs, but marijuana and magic mushroom is different than them finding meth and heroin and cocaine at 16. It's different. Magic mushrooms have been decriminalized here in Denver as proper.
That's true.
So I don't know. I think you have to weigh things out, pros and cons, and I think calling the cops on your daughter has got a lot of cons.
Yeah, it's just, we'll see though. Maybe it got to that point.
Maybe.
Family.
Stand by, here we go.
Welcome back to DBL. Our friend Dale Hansen from WFAA in Dallas has a lot to say on a hot topic that's been the heart of many political debates. I'm talking about health care. Should it be considered a basic human right? Well, here's Dale's DBL take.
There is this rather stupid argument in America, and one we've been having a long time. Is health care a right or just another product we buy like everything else? I say it's a stupid argument because of course it's a right. If your car breaks down on the side of the road, you blow a tire or run out of gas, nobody comes to help, nobody fixes your car until you prove you can pay. But if you break down on the side of the road, we'll send an ambulance, 2 EMTs in the back, take you to the nearest hospital, and treat you until you're ready to leave. Now, they hope you'll pay, but you don't have to pay first. And that's the only real argument we have about health care in America. How do we pay for it? I don't know if all these plans being tossed around now are the right plans or not, but I do know we need something better than what we have now. A lot of people say they don't want government-run health care, and yet every major city in America has a government-supported public hospital, and we all pay for that. A lot of people say they don't want to lose their employer insurance. Take mine. I pay thousands in monthly premiums, thousands more in deductibles and copays, and yet when I had a broken tooth pulled, my insurance company wouldn't pay to knock me out, so I did. I think that's the first documented case of an insurance death panel. Insurance companies are not your friend. They never have been. Their goal is to make a profit, so they treat your health like that broken down car. We have an incredible number of dedicated doctors and nurses in this country who are entitled to every dollar they make. The nurses deserve more. But the healthcare industry has been scamming us long enough. They make up their charges, they pad the bill so the insurance company will pay a little more, and you pay the rest. I don't know if all these plans being tossed around now are the right plans or not, but I do know we need something better than what we have now. Not just because it's a right, but because it's the right thing to do.
Wow, I really do. First of all, I love Dale, and I also think that healthcare might be the deciding factor in this election. I think people don't necessarily trust Medicare for all. I think that's a big issue for some people, including moderates, and I think people are not willing to go where they just have to all find new healthcare and insurance, and I think it's a huge deal, and he's right, something has to change.
Yeah, it's interesting when you think about what the different health companies are doing when they're tying in with what we pay, our copays. So it's something that we need to figure out, but trying to just like follow another state follow another country and what they're doing might not be the exact plan for us, but I hope that we find something.
But I don't even know how you even
works.
bring this up without being attacked. They'll just be like, oh, he's a socialist, or oh, this is going to cost too much. So how do you roll out a plan to say maybe this might work, it might not, without being labeled something?
I think you give people a choice. I think that's the moderate choice. You let people choose. But we'll see what you guys think. It's important to know. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Hey guys, welcome back to Beauty Blast. I'm Jeray Banks, you know, the boy that slays everywhere he goes. You can also catch me at Jeray for the Slay. And today, we're talking about some beauty gossip. Yes, my friends, I've had a few of you write me in, and we are all kind of on the same thought on why is Kesha launching a makeup line? What? Yes, my friends, you heard that correct. Kesha Rose Beauty is a thing that's coming in a store near you. Now, this is being launched on December 13th, and just recently, Kesha actually just announced the launch of this line. Lady Gaga just actually launched House back in June, and we all know how fabulous that's going. It even met Oprah's top favorite things of the year. That's in a video at the end of the week. Now, for more, Kesha actually is only launching about 6 things in this whole product line. So there's a dual lipstick and lip gloss item. There's going to be an eyeshadow palette and double eyeliner as well. And I think that's it. Now this doesn't even hit brand for me personally because I'm like, Kesha girl, where's the glitter? Where's the lightning bolts? I thought we were gonna have like crazy bright orange lipsticks and neon colors, honey. Like the TikTok star herself is coming out with some pretty, you know, everyday neutral colors, I guess. This just doesn't hit it for me. So with that being said, I want to know your guys' opinion. Are you here for Kesha Rose Beauty? Is this going to be something that you're going to purchase, or are you going to be saving your coins for more products from like Lady Gaga with House, Rihanna with Fenty? Even Katy Perry has CoverGirl says, you're just late, Kesha girl. You missed your train, and I don't know if the next one's gonna be coming back around for you. Now, for more beauty gossip and beauty blast tea, let's make sure that you're following me at Jure for the Slay, or follow us here at Daily Blast Live, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Streaming is nothing new, but there is a new kid in town. Disney Plus launches today, and it's already shaking up the industry. Let's connect the dots. Netflix has been around since 1997, but now it's forced to defend its turf. They are spending billions to produce family entertainment in hopes of competing with Disney Plus. AT&T, HBO, NBC all launching their own streaming services next year. Experts predict all these new options will cause even more people to cancel their cable subscriptions. In fact, by next year, it's estimated 1 in 5 adults will have cut the cord, meaning the streaming wars are only beginning. And that is connecting the dots.
This November, DBL is better than ever. Our DBL hosts get personal in a DBL feud showdown. Erica makes her music video debut.
You got it. Take a deep breath.
Let's do this.
Brandon gets emotional, paying it forward.
You don't want any family to go through that, you know?
And DBL gets fit in our weight loss challenge.
Are you sure you are ready for this?
Oh, yes, I am.
And that's just the beginning of what's happening on Daily Blast Live this November. We never stop talking about what you're talking about. Today's Sandals word of the day is boat.
Boat. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. John Venturini wrote in and said something I didn't know, that after Alex Trebek, the credits were rolling, you see Alex go over to the gentleman that had written that and start to tear up again. And I think what you said that really stuck with me is we've never seen Alex Trebek break. Right. And just for that second, he broke. And we saw, like, I think the pain and the fear. And I thought it was a very vulnerable moment we've never seen with him.
And he's just so poised. Some people just keep working through it. And that's the way that they cope with things.
Right.
And
Stuart Scott from ESPN worked almost up until the day that he passed away.
Exactly.
He was a great sportscaster,
He was amazing, yes. Pioneer.
Well, Alex, we're thinking about you, and we wish you the best. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. We all have uphill battles, so be good to each other, yeah? Bye, guys.